God says, I have already prepared the way. The path is lit, the door is open, and the miracle is hovering, ready to land. But there is one action, one decision, one careless slip, that could delay it all. This is not a coincidence. The timing, the urgency, the emotion rising in your chest, it's divine. A spiritual transaction is underway, and your soul is at the center. They are watching from unseen corners. They are whispering doubt, pressing guilt, trying to stir old pain. But I have not allowed them access, yet. The miracle has a name. It's personal, and it's tied to your restoration, your vindication, your peace. If you surrender now, you delay what was already released. Type 333 for blessing. Your divine portion is being measured now. There is a spiritual location being reviewed, a hidden vault inside your heart where memories still bleed. You've done the work, but something refuses to leave. That lingering regret, that silent shame, is the key the enemy keeps trying to use. They are scratching at the surface of your emotions. They are trying to reopen what you have buried. But your boundaries are sacred, and I am reinforcing them. God says, every attack against you must pass through me first. That's why some battles stopped without warning. That's why some chaos ended without explanation. Hold your ground. The pressure is proof of proximity. The miracle is meant for you, not borrowed, not stolen, not shared. But if you keep returning to that emotional location where defeat lives, it may not find you. You must stay where the light touches you most. There is jealousy rising in someone near you. Their heart is heavy with envy, not celebration. They are smiling with their face, but grieving your glow. Speak now and declare, I break every soul tie of sabotage. Release the emotion they tried to assign to you. Release the fear they spoke over your future. Release the burden they disguised as concern. This is more than a blessing, this is divine interruption. I am stepping in with a decree. What should have taken years will now take days. Release 444 if you believe a divine rush is coming. They are searching, but I am shielding. They are gathering, but I am scattering. They are planning, but I am canceling. There is a blueprint in the spirit that includes your deliverance. A sacred diagram of divine timing, perfectly drawn and powerfully defended. But one misstep, one alliance, one word, one delay, could bend the path. You have stepped into a prophetic window. The atmosphere is shifting. Your name is in rooms you've never entered. This is divine timing, do not touch the wrong thing. There is someone who carries a contaminated word. Their mouth is sweet, but their spirit is bitter. If you listen too long, you will inherit their confusion. You must guard your ears as much as your heart. You must guard your connections like you guard your dreams. The miracle is sound sensitive, wrong words can shake its foundation. God says, do not entertain old voices in a new season. They will speak familiarity, but carry fragments. They will look unchanged, but their mission has shifted. Type Amen if you feel the separation beginning. A miracle is hovering over your obedience. The next instruction will not make sense, but it will make power. Logic cannot carry this gift, only surrender can. There's a location in your memory you revisit too often. It steals your strength, disguises your faith, and weakens your discernment. I need you to close the door to that room. The enemy thrives in patterns. But I thrive in disruption. And now, I'm disrupting the assignment that was meant to delay you. Declare this: I cancel every agreement I made with fear. They are still searching, but I am still shielding. They are still circling, but I am still securing. They are still planning, but I am still prevailing. There are things you will never have to fight because I already stood in that place. There are attacks you'll never see because I already silenced them. Do not mistake quiet for absence. I am loud in the spirit even when the world hears nothing. There is a miracle with your fingerprints on it. But if you reach for it with unwashed emotion, it will slip. Let me cleanse the sorrow before you grasp the glory. Hold your posture. The throne is watching your movements. Your actions are echoing into realms you cannot see. Every decision right now is weightier than ever before. One careless emotion, one premature move, can unseal doors that should remain locked. They are trying to bait you back into dysfunction. They are trying to reactivate your weakness. But the old you has already expired. God says, I am not negotiating with your past, I am fulfilling your future. You will not return to what tried to claim you. You will not revive what I have buried. Type 777 if you feel your spirit catching fire with truth. Your heart has been aching with invisible warfare. The pressure on your chest, the sudden waves of fear, the whispers of doubt, they're not random. They're the sound of spiritual movement, the resistance of the realm you're exiting. Do not make the mistake of comforting what was meant to expire. Do not try to resurrect what I delivered you from. That emotional trap was designed to slow the miracle. I am leading you to a deeper revelation. The miracle is not just provision, it is transformation. It will touch your mind, your name, your legacy. Speak aloud, this miracle will not be missed, misused, or mishandled. They are still watching, but I have dimmed your spiritual signal from their eyes. They are still planning, but I have broken their calendar. They are still whispering, but their words fall to the ground without effect. You have been walking through the unseen, obeying without reward, praying without applause. But now, the light is bending toward you. The heavens are leaning into your obedience. There is a moment approaching where everything will flip. What was delayed will now be delivered. What was denied will now be declared. Type 888 if you believe divine reversal is coming. Do not let one mistake delay what generations cried for. Your miracle is not just about you, it's about your line, your legacy, your lineage. If you give up now, they suffer later. You were chosen to be the interruption. You were designed to be the breaker of patterns. You were marked to be the first to rise. The enemy is desperate. That's why the attacks feel random. That's why the pressure keeps rising. Be warned, this next choice will unlock or delay everything. God says, stand still and I will finish it. But if you touch what I told you to release, you bind my hand. I am watching for agreement, not assistance. The emotional warfare is a test. Will you stay still while I war for you? Will you trust the silence while I shout in the Spirit? They are circling, but my fire surrounds you. They are reaching, but my hand is stronger. They are guessing, but I already sealed the outcome. Declare, I trust the silence. I trust the storm. I trust the shift. You are at the edge of a miracle. But the edge is dangerous if you dance too close to the past. Pull back from the edge of old patterns. Pull back from those who don't celebrate your growth. Pull back from those who normalize your pain. Pull back from voices that laugh when you cry. Type 999 if you're walking away from every disguised delay. This miracle has timing. It will not wait for your emotions to catch up. You must choose to trust the unseen over the known. You are one act of obedience away from overflow. One step away from the atmosphere of answered prayers. But the one mistake that can block it is emotional compromise. Stay clean. Stay ready. Stay aligned. I will expose what's hidden if it threatens your future. I will uncover the lie if it whispers against your destiny. I will remove the person if they carry the spirit of delay. Do not mourn what I remove. Do not grieve what I take. If I'm pruning, it means the promise is near. God says, your name is sealed in the realm of manifestation. But your next action will reveal if you
This
truly
miracle
believe.
needs
Maturity, not just faith. Speak this, I will not fail my future by feeding my feelings. The mistake the enemy is counting on is your relapse. Relapse into fear. Relapse into overthinking. Relapse into the old identity. But I've already marked your exit. You're already too far gone for captivity to reclaim you. All you must do is hold the posture of obedience. They are still searching, but I am still shielding. They are still planning, but I am still protecting. They are still hoping, but I am still hovering over your breakthrough. Final word, you will not miss this miracle. You will not block what I have blessed. You will not fall back into the shadow of delay. The mistake will not be made. The wrong door will not be opened. The old voice will not be followed. You are aligned. You are shielded. You are selected. Type Amen if you receive this release. Divine victory is yours. God says, the heavens have been stirred because your name has been spoken in the corridors of divine timing. This moment, this very day, is marked for an eruption of breakthrough. But one wrong move could delay the miracle meant to shift your entire life. There are forces watching closely, waiting for you to misstep. They are silent, but strategic, lingering near the cracks in your confidence. Be alert, this is a spiritual ambush in disguise. You are carrying something precious, something heaven assigned you. The enemy has smelled the fragrance of your upcoming favor and launched a subtle distraction. Stay anchored, stay hidden in obedience. The miracle is not being delayed, it is being protected. It's hovering, waiting for you to walk through the next few hours with discernment. This is not a waiting season, it's a birthing season, and pressure will intensify. Type 333 for blessing before the moment escapes your grasp. This is not an ordinary day. This is a divine appointment dressed in the disguise of routine. Your atmosphere has shifted, but you must not shift with confusion. They will try to drag you back into the atmosphere of yesterday's mistakes. They will whisper reminders of where you failed, hoping you'll return to that emotional location. Ignore every voice that echoes regret. You're not being haunted by your past, you're being tested by it. Old thoughts are surfacing not to torment you, but to tempt you into forfeiting today's miracle. Break the agreement with those memories now. You're being watched in the spirit realm. Not just by angels, but by adversaries waiting for one weakness to expose you. They are searching, but I am shielding. Speak now, I cancel delay with faith. Let heaven record it. God says, the plot against your timing has already been uncovered. The trap was set last night, but it was crushed by unseen intervention before you even opened your eyes. You woke up covered by mercy they can't undo. They were counting on your silence. They were counting on your emotional fatigue. But your obedience today will confuse every dark agenda formed in secret. Stay where I placed you emotionally. Do not re-enter conversations that drained your discernment. This is not the time to revisit what nearly broke you. This battle is not about what's happening, it's about what's coming. The blessing is larger than the opposition trying to stop it. They are plotting, but I am preparing. Release 444 if you're ready for divine interception. The gates are opening slowly, but deliberately. Your access is already guaranteed, what they tried to lock will now unlock itself. But you must walk with reverence, not recklessness. This is a holy transaction unfolding invisibly. One word, one action, one unguarded response could cause spiritual leakage. Guard your atmosphere, do not invite doubt into sacred space. What you're waiting for is being magnetized to your obedience. Your alignment today is louder than any prayer. Stay steady, don't move just because it feels slow. The battle was won last night, but today determines what enters your hands. Type Amen to break every hold of hesitation. They're watching your reactions, not your prayers. They don't care what you say, they care what you do when frustration surfaces. This is not the time to prove anything, this is the time to protect everything. You are on the edge of fulfillment, and the edge is always crowded with distractions. Some of the distractions will look like opportunities, but they are not from me. Every open door is not your door, wait for the one I unlock. They are fishing through your emotional archives, hoping you'll revisit the wrong location. A place of bitterness, jealousy, self-blame, they want you to dwell there again. Shut the gates of memory that lead back to pain. The victory today will come through silence, not struggle. Through stillness, not striving. Let me war while you watch. Type, shield me, Lord, to activate divine concealment. What they tried to destroy in secret is rising in glory. The very thing they mocked in private is being elevated in public. But don't let pride open a portal for exposure. Stay small in the spirit and large in obedience. The ones who left you weren't meant to hear this announcement. You were separated so you could be sanctified for this exact hour. God says, I am healing the root, not just the wound. I am not rushing your restoration, I am perfecting it. They wanted you to show up broken, but I am rebuilding you in silence. Their eyes are still watching, but their access has been revoked. Their words are flying, but their reach has been severed. You are in a protected zone they cannot penetrate. Speak, seal me in your will, to keep your atmosphere guarded. Do not let the conversation pull you into confusion. Do not let the memory drag you into mourning. Do not let the emotion distract you from the assignment. This miracle is not based on your worthiness, it's based on my mercy. It's coming not because you earned it, but because I decreed it. Stay aligned and it cannot miss you. There will be noise today, internal and external. But I've trained your spirit to detect which voice is mine. Don't overthink, just obey. They're coming back around, not because they love you, but because they sense increase. Be careful who you allow to sit at your emotional table again. Type 777 if you're closing old access points right now. You're not late, you're perfectly positioned. But they want you to feel unworthy, so you self-sabotage. I have not brought you this far for you to crumble under pressure. Everything you lost was meant to make space for what's about to enter. The timing will not always feel right, but the result will be undeniable. Do not trust your feelings more than you trust my voice. The enemy's final weapon today is exhaustion. He will wear out your focus to disarm your faith. Rest when I say rest, move only when I say move. You've passed the test they never thought you'd survive. Now, your next instructions must be executed with precision. The miracle is sensitive, it responds only to obedience. Speak, I surrender fully, if you're ready to walk into the prepared place. They sent watchers to delay you. They spoke curses in conversations you never heard. But their words have been intercepted and thrown into the fire. God says, I'm not just answering prayers, I'm restoring lost time. You will not leave this day empty-handed. But don't entertain the wrong voice for even one more moment. This miracle comes with weight, it will cost you the old version of yourself. It cannot dwell in pride, fear, or double-mindedness. Let go or it cannot enter. They are searching, but I am shielding. They are whispering, but I am declaring. They are watching, but I am moving. Type 111 if you feel the atmosphere. I am bringing you to a new emotional location, a place of peace that cannot be disturbed. A place where your decisions are no longer manipulated by past wounds. A place where joy is not fleeting but rooted. This is the hour. This is the moment. And this is the miracle. They tried to erase your name from the room, but I wrote it on the walls of destiny. They tried to silence your story, but I amplified your testimony. What I'm about to do cannot be hidden. Stay silent. Stay submitted. Stay shielded. Speak, cover me completely, and step boldly into what's next. You have survived the setup. You have resisted the bait. Now, the release is undeniable. They will see it and not understand it. They will hear about it and try to explain it away. But this miracle is not for logic, it is for legacy. Today will be remembered in the heavens as the moment you crossed over. Into victory. Into fulfillment. Into fireproof favor.